me voy. El ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios me los bendiga. Mis hijos no nacer otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tú ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Porque mi tiempo me vale dinero. No te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero. Soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real.
Coverage now of Saturday Night Baseball as we welcome you to Target Field in Minneapolis. Ought to be a good one here between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Minnesota Twins. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Pineda is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
When Michael Pineda's right, he's one of the top pitchers in the game of baseball. He's another guy. He throws from that high three-quarter arm delivery, gets good sinking action. The ball will tail down and away from lefties and down and into righties. And you'll know early on if he's throwing the ball well, you see some early swings and misses.
And now here is Brandon Lau, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And we are underway from the Twin Cities as the first pitch of the evening is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 6-10.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Here's Randy Arozarena. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. Here it comes, 1-0. Popped him up. Garver is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Time now for a look at the Rays starting nine. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Matty, I'm really excited to see Randy Arozarena in this one. He's got a batting average of over 400 with runners in scoring position coming into this one. I love watching him in those situations because he gets really dialed in. Hopefully we get to see some of that today.
Here now is Mike Zunino as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Bases are empty here with two men out. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Well, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. Grounded up the first baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
That is pitch. The third baseman,
Joey Wendell digs in now, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch on the way.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
And it's quickly 0-2. Here it is. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. 1-2. Here it is. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Simmons is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Rays strand a pair. The Twins coming up. No score. Josh Fleming gets the ball for the Rays in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this guy lives and dies with one pitch, and that's that powerhouse sinker. Guys often relate it to like trying to hit a bowling ball. When it's good, it's usually at the knees and below, and he's really easy to figure out if he's going to be on. If in the first inning you see a steady diet of ground balls and keeping his infielders involved, there's a pretty good chance he's going to have a rock-solid game.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Kiermaier. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at-bat's going to win this one.
And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Into the corner and slicing foul.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-pitch mix here. If you're in the batter's box, you're looking for something up. Sinker changeup right here. Got to get it up.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
So now here is Andrelton Simmons. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, and 1, here it comes. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And that is off the wall. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. The average sitting right at 270 on the year. 21 homers and 61 RBIs. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. And they still managed to get an out on the play. Whoa. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. That'll bring in Williams Astudillo. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. First pitch on its way.
You know, it's funny, you always want pitchers with great command, but this guy is almost filling up the zone too much. I'd like to see him nibble the corners and get these guys.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Batting seven.
2 down with a runner at first, and in to hit next will be Jake Cave. From the belt, the pitch.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Now the 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Don't you see them? But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Twins. Second inning set to go, and digging in is the outfielder, Austin Meadows.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
First delivery to him. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Batting seven, the shortstop, Wander Franco.
Now 1 down with the bases empty, and in to swing the bat next is Wander Franco. First pitch of the AB on its way. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. One out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here's another 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. 2 out, nobody on. And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. Still down 3-0. Last half of the second set to go, and the next to bat will be Trevor Larnach.
The left fielder, Trevor Larnach.
First pitch of the AB now, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Arozarena is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Luis.
Digging in will be Luis Arias, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Lined hard toward right center, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh.
Next, here is Josh Donaldson. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the pitch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Into the windup and the pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Dan, he took that right back in his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
To the plate now, Mitch Garver, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. The 1-0. Hard hit at third. Scooped up, throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for Minnesota. They lead it 3-0. Now it'll be Nelson Cruz, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Nelson Cruz.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, he's got great body language on the mound, he's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The 1-1 is taken for strike two.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Pitch on the way. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
At the plate, Brandon Lau. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled off.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. And this pitch is popped straight up, right around the home plate area. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Up next, Randy Arozarena, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Kepler will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. They trail it here, 3-0. Into the box, Andrelton Simmons. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
And a curveball in for a strike. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
1-2.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Again, a 1-2. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
The batter.
So bases are empty with 1 out now. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Max Kepler. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. High and deep to center field. Back goes Kiermaier to the track. And it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the game, as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
At the plate now, Jorge Polanco. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. 1 out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second, right to him. And that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, first base.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now, and that'll bring Williams Astudillo into bat. Now here's the first offering. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second with a 2-out double. You can relate, Dan, so what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Next up is Jake Cave, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Got him reaching there. Strike 2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. And strike 3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. But add on 1 more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. We're through 3 here in Minneapolis, and the Twins have taken a 4-0 lead. So here's Mike Zunino. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here, 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, as he beats the first pitch into the ground to the left side and foul. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Kiermaier is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
The 1-2 is taken, but called strike 3, as he might have gotten a little extra off the plate that time.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Here's the 0-1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Grounded to third. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. They're down 4-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and standing in the rookie outfielder, Trevor Larnach. Now here's the first offering.
Nope, that's a ball.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
(2-0) to the Twins left fielder.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
That'll bring up Luis Ariz. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a move over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Another look to first, and a dive, but he's back. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Larnach on at first, nobody out. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Right fielder looking up. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. You better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Now the Rays manager's going to take that slow walk out toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Drew Rasmussen answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Josh Donaldson digging in now. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Rasmussen has over 40 innings on his line so far and has an ERA just under 4, a respectable number that he'd like to improve upon in this one. Now the pitch. Saws him off here as his ball's popped into the air, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. So his day is fully over as you get a look at the pitching line for the Rays starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
As he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike one.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
One and two to the Twins catcher. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Now another 1-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Now this ball popped up. Playable, however, behind the plate for Zunino. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. The 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. We play 4. It's the Twins 6, the Rays nothing. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
For Tampa Bay.
Thank you, Heidi.
Austin.
Pineda sets his sights. First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
That brings up Wander Franco as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 on its way. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. On a line, that's a base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Devo, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
Into the box, Ji-Man Choi, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Belted deep center field. A ball that's carrying, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart here, and you know he would have loved one more out to qualify for the win, but he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3. Edgar Garcia, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. Stepping in now, Brandon Lau. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. No hits to this point. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Looked like that one tied him up a bit, a swing and a miss.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
The 0-2 delivery. Too high. 1-2. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Cruz at second with 2 down. Fouled off. He'll try again. 1-2. And another foul ball. Has a look. Now the pitch. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be...
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Rays will settle for just the 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Twins 6, the Rays 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping in once again is Max Kepler. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here.
Man, he's making a lot of noise in this one. He's feeling really locked in at the plate right now. We used to have a saying in the dugout, anybody could get 2. There ain't too many guys hitting north of 2 bombs in the game in the big leagues.
And that misses. 1-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Now a swinging bunt. The 2-2 one more time. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Standing in now, Jorge Polanco, as he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. And the pitch. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. And that one got a piece of him.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from him.
So now to the plate, Williams Astudillo, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
So here's Jake Cave to the plate as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. From the stretch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Fastball well outside. 2 out with the man at first. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. They lead it 6-1. Now into the box, Randy Arozarena. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First delivery to him. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1 and 1.
One and 2 as he chases the slider.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's Donaldson down at third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Just an absolute bang-bang play at first, and we'll use the show track data to give you a better look at it. The runner was hustling all the way, but an 89-mile-an-hour laser across the infield was what it took to beat him. That's elite arm strength on that play. Into the box now, Mike Zunino. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin.
So next to bat will be Kevin Kiermaier. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, and a borderline call, Matty. I don't know. I got to feel like he's got to build a rapport with this umpire, this AB. See how far he'll go in or out. He can't allow himself to go down looking again.
Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order 1-2-3. They trail 6-1. Lewis Head enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and the next to bat will be Trevor Larnach.
The left fielder, Trevor Larnach.
First pitch on the way.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. Count now a ball and a strike. One and one, here it comes. Popped up. Choi is there for it. 1 out.
Number 2.
Ready to take his hats again, Luis Arias blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat.
And I'm sure as he strides to the plate right here, he's certainly got to have a little bit more confidence. But that's not his game. He's got to get back to what makes him successful, put back to baseball, and try and drive something right back up the middle.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. 1 out, nobody on. Pulled toward right center field. Kiermaier on the run. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Next to hit, Josh Donaldson. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Lau's got it, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They hold on to their 6-1 lead.
It ain't no surprise.
7th inning ready to roll, and set to go as the third baseman, Joey Wendell.
The third baseman, Joey Wendell.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
In now, Austin Meadows, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 home, and it's fouled away. Wendell leads off second with nobody out. Up high, 2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
A high fastball is in there.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to third. Donaldson's up with it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. 1 out now in the Tampa Bay 7th, and here comes the 5-tool middle infielder Wander Franco. From the stretch. 2-0 now.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
From the belt, the pitch down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Well, that's just a nice executed pitch right there. To have the confidence to go in, pound it inside. If he's got that, this team's in trouble.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
At the plate now, Ji-Man Choi. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. No hits to this point. And that catches the outside edge, 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Two balls and a strike to the Rays' first baseman.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Kepler's there for it. 2 down. Here's Nelson Cruz now. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Two men are on with 2 men out. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and that's going to land foul. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. Goes to third with it. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. So now 2 men in scoring position. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Rays strand a pair. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. And now in the box, Mitch Garver. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
The catcher, Mitch Garver.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Andrelton.
In now is Andrelton Simmons as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Hit hard down the line. And that's through for a hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Max.
Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Max Kepler. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
First pitch of the AB now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Garver over at second. Simmons on at first with nobody out. Fouled away. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
And he fouls this one off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 2-2. Now a swing and a little ground ball here in front of the mound, which may move the runners over. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Ro?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
At the plate, Jorge Polanco. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Has a look, now the pitch. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. Throw won't get him. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Number 84 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Standing in now, Williams Astudillo. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. In there, and it's even at 1. The 1-1 home. Hot shot down the line. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. Polanco is on his way home. He comes across to score as they extend their lead even further. I'd say your staff is having a bad day when they give up 10 hits, let alone 10 runs.
Yeah, man, credit to this offense. They've been swinging the sticks well all game long, and it just continues here with a 2 RBI hit. Some days the hitting gods are simply just smiling down on you.
So now to the plate, Jake Cave. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
2-0.
Four runs here in this half inning. Strike taken, good bender on the outside there.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Fouled off. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
The next batter will be Trevor Larnach. Popped up. Choi calls for it. He's got it 1 away. 1 gone now in the Minnesota 7th. And next to hit will be Luis Ariz. First delivery to him. Still only 1 out in the inning. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
2-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Josh Donaldson will be the 9th man to bat in the inning, barring a double play, waits on deck. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
He's set. Here's the 3-2, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
To the plate now, Josh Donaldson, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Cave on second. Arise is over at first with one away. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. He's right there to second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Next to hit is Mitch Garver, and they're runners at the corners now. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Two balls and a strike. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. 8th inning coming up. The Twins are in front, 11-1. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brendan Lau. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Ani bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get it.
Taken high and deep to right. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And that is 27 for him on the year, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
Into the box, Randy Arozarena. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
Got him swinging in the dirt. Garver has it. But the batter's going to take first easily after striking out.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
At the plate now, Mike Zunino. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cave will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So here's the cleanup hitter, Kevin Kiermaier. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here's the first pitch to him.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. It's going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. Outside, 2-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. Oh, and he clobbers this one, but this is going to be a foul ball as it clears the wall. Ground ball sent back up the middle. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Twins 11, the Rays 2. Ready now is Andrelton Simmons. Singled in his last at-bat.
The shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
First pitch on the way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Simmons racing for second now. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3-hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Ryan Sheriff enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Into the box now, Max Kepler, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Already 4 RBIs in his pocket to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. And it's fouled away. Simmons stands at second with no outs. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Jorge Polanco, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. One out and a runner on second base. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
So now to the plate, Williams Astudillo. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
That was a nice job to track that one down to the alley because it definitely saved a run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
Next, it'll be Jake Cave. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. First delivery to him as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. 2 outs here with a runner at third. To short. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Twins forced to settle for 1. We've played 8 full. Twins are out in front, 12-2. Now at the plate, here is Joey Wendell starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Comes back with a fastball low, and that moves it to 3-1 now. Austin Meadows waits on deck. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Pitch popped up. Donaldson over to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping in next, Austin Meadows. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. He's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and the Rays are now down to their final out.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Next up, Wander Franco. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch on the way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
12-2, the final score in this ball game. The Twins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Edgar Garcia claims the win out of the pen, his first. Josh Fleming permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.